If you have reached this video, I can presume that you have some curiosity about me. Perhaps you researched my name and my sex offense came up and maybe you wanted to know more about it. I'm a very direct person. I don't hide who I am. I try not to hide anything because, well, philosophically people would just keep it over your head or something. So I want to be very direct in broaching the subject regarding my sex offense, as is the title of this video. The facts of the case are such. The the night in question was October 6, 2011. I was 21 years old. I was going out to Austin, Texas, to meet up a friend of mine. And halfway there, my friend canceled. What is stated in the report and in the testimony of the human being who I interacted with that night, the person who I victimized, unfortunately, is that I met her that night at around 3 o'clock in the morning, approaching 4, after the bars let out. I, of course, went to Austin for 6th Street. I attended many venues that night in 6th Street. I chose to attend those venues. I chose to drink as much as I did. I am solely to blame for what happened that night and the harm that I caused. I don't believe in causing harm. But the facts of the case are essentially by that human being's own testimony. The person who I victimized own testimony, who was age 23 at the time, was that I met her by I-35, and we kept walking and talking about each other, that I seemed pleasant, that we were even walking arm in arm, per her own testimony. And I went in to kiss her. She noticed that I had blood on my shirt from a fight that I got into earlier. She didn't know that, but that was the case. And, she stated she had a boyfriend, and she didn't say that to me, but she stated that she did have a boyfriend, and that what she stated to me was that, she did not want to kiss me. And some other things as well. And noting the blood that I have on my shirt. And per her own testimony, the worst being charged of me, the worst that I was charged with, the worst that anybody has legally said about me, is that I forced my hands upon her arms, and then she started screaming, and then that I forced my hand on her vulva, her clitoris, through her underwear, through the barrier of her underwear, and that I perhaps even pushed her to the ground, or that she fell to the ground, and that I got up. I realized my car's far away, and I ran away. The duration of this circumstance, or this terrible, hurtful crime, happened around 9 to 17 seconds long in duration. I ran to my vehicle. So I was charged with sexual assault in October of 2011. I was trialed in... I had a trial in 2013, December of 2013, and I was convicted by a jury of my peers, which were just a bunch of older people from Austin, Texas. I basically don't believe in any of that. I don't believe in sexually assaulting people. That's not who I am. It actually flew against all of my ethics and my principles and my morals. It shook me to my core to believe that I could do something like that. Prior to this happening, I was always somebody who had this sense of ethics and of justice and of morality. And in my 21st year, I defied all of that one night, and I chose to put myself in that position. So I have only myself to blame. I am the catalyst of those hurtful and harmful events. I always lived my life trying not to hurt anybody and thinking that I wouldn't really ever hurt anybody. to that extent, obviously, or even to an extent of any sort of violence. And I thought I would make the world a better place. I did not that night at least. Perhaps I can heal the world and repair it and improve things as time goes on. But those are the facts of the case, and that's pretty much what happened. If you wanted to know more information, it just gets tedious for me to answer this question all of the time.